Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and here in the sights and sounds of Hong Kong in Mongkok. And thanks so much guys for answering that poll. It's been a pretty quiet time here on Frankie Tech, and as you guys know, just updating you on the Mi 10T Pro. It should be coming for review very soon, but in the meantime, I have another phone to show you guys, and it's none other than the Realme X7. And your first look on Frankie Tech of the Realme X7. This is the standard Realme X7, not the X7 Pro that I've reviewed, but look at this gorgeous white variant that I got, the 8128GB version. And this phone retails for 1799 RMB for the 6128 and 2399 for the 8128. Now, just upon inspection, guys, initial impressions, this is looking just like the Realme X7 Pro that I reviewed, that I still have in my possession, so I can definitely do a full comparison between the Realme X7 and the X7 Pro. Stay tuned for that. But just showing you guys once again this phone, and I'm loving the look of the back. Initial impressions of the design, just like the X7 Pro. I think it's definitely one of the nicest designs that Realme has done in a while. And there you see 64 megapixels on the back. It is a plastic edge though, and no headphone jack on this version, just like the X7 Pro as well. Now, a couple questions about the bottom bezel, and yes, it is a larger bottom bezel than the X7 Pro, you can tell already, but we still have that punch hole camera on the side here, which does look a lot more modern. But I do notice though, and I think that I do wish the bottom bezel was kind of similar to the Realme X7 Pros. That's just one thing to keep in mind if you are shopping for this phone. It's not exactly the same as the Realme X7 Pro. Now let me go and show you guys here the about phone here about this Realme X7 Pro. And the sights and sounds of Hong Kong. Filming pretty early afternoon here, guys, so just bear with me. So there it is, Realme X7 5G, Realme UI version 1.0, Android version 10. And there it is, first time on the channel, guys, Dimensity 800U, the octa-core processor, which I think features in a number of phones that are either coming up. Oh, that's max brightness already. So max brightness isn't super good on this panel, but we're in pretty direct light. So let's kind of move over to this side, and there you see it, 128 gigs of storage, and this is model RMX2176. But initial impressions of the display, despite being a little bit, I guess, wish it could be a little bit brighter, but it looks pretty good. 60 hertz though on this display, but let's face it, 60 hertz AMOLED is better than high refresh rate LCD. You guys may disagree with me. You know, the Xiaomi fanboys out there may be a little bit upset with that line. But guys, I would much rather use this 60 hertz AMOLED display on the Realme X7 versus the high refresh rates that we're seeing from Xiaomi right now. It's just the truth. There's deeper blacks, and it's a nice looking panel, obviously because of the lighting here right now. Let me kind of turn around here and see if I can get a little bit less glare in the shot. But there you see it, it's a nice panel, flat display. It should serve your needs here on this Realme X7. Like I said, in terms of performance, Dimensity 800U, first time checking this out on the channel. What's the big difference between the X7 and the X7 Pro? Dimensity 800U, 120 hertz versus 60 hertz AMOLED. And of course, we have that slightly larger bezel at the bottom. And the Dimensity 800U versus Dimensity 1000 Plus. Now, if you're into getting, near flagship level performance, you're going to want to spring for the X7 Pro. Who is this X7 for? I mean, honestly, it may be a kind of a redundant release at the 8128GB price point. But I think at the kind of starting price of 1800 RMB, I mean, this undercuts the K30 Ultra, this undercuts the K30 Pro, it undercuts a lot of devices with that same kind of 60 hertz AMOLED display. So it's just something to keep in mind. But in terms of audio, no headphone jack here. And I doubt this is dual speakers. We'll have to check and see. And last but not least, let's do the Frankie Tech camera shot here with the Realme X7. And I'm trying not to kind of shoot these guys over here, but they're playing. It's all good. Beautiful day here in Hong Kong, as you can see. 3, 2, 1. And we have a 64 megapixel, probably the GW one on the back, but maybe it is Actually, it might be the IMX686 as well. Let's double check the shot. Looks really good. Obviously, on a beautiful day like this, you're gonna get great performance in terms of cameras here on these types of phones. But anyways, guys, that's it. Kind of your first look here of the Realme X7. It's a nice looking phone. It's not the most inspired release, I would say. I'm not super excited about reviewing this phone. But like I said, guys, it's kind of a quiet period here on the channel and just want to have something to be able to review, to share with you guys. And I think that comparing this X7 to the X7 Pro will actually make for a very good comparison. And hit me up with any other comparisons or any other videos you would want to see of this Dimensity 800U here on the channel. I'll be happy to do that as well. So that's it for this one, guys. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. And stay tuned, guys. Obviously, the Mi 10T Pro, well, let's just say that sometimes being honest does make a difference. And Xiaomi has confirmed they will be coming very soon with that unit for me for review. And I can't wait to review that device, just like every other device here on the channel, just like this Realme X7. And thanks for watching, guys. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. There we go. Now it's no more sun. Gorgeous shot. Gorgeous shot.